Here we go. Silent Hill, Book of Mondays, November 14th, 2022. And we are on zone 395. We're 105 zones away. I don't remember what this zone was when I last left off, but I'm going to do my traditional re-roll it, because if I stopped playing, it was most likely a horrible zone that I didn't want to continue with. So whatever it was, forget it. We're going to re-roll it, which means we're going to stare at loading screens for the next 20 minutes. Hey, Mongoose. Hope you're doing well today. So close yet so far. Yeah, that's the thing, is these last 100 zones, who knows how long any of this could take me, because sometimes you get lucky and it's a short zone and the enemies aren't too bad and the layout is not too bad and the challenge orbs are not too bad, and I'll fly through it. And then sometimes it's horrible and I wind up spending hours just to like make one or two zones worth of progress. So we load up a previous zone, and then we quit out of that zone, and then we go back to our most current zone, and it will be re-randomized. In case you're wondering why I'm doing this, we're re-rolling a zone to hopefully get one that is not too bad. Has anyone ever beat this? So people have played this game enough to see an ending, because that only requires beating the first 21 zones, which I've already done that tons of times. But there is almost no information online regarding people getting to the 500th zone, because the story ends after 21 zones and you get an ending. But then after that, you can just keep playing zones, and it'll procedurally generate random zones all the way up to zone 500. I've seen a still screenshot of somebody on the zone select screen showing zone 500. So I know like what the artwork looks like for the zone select screen, but there's no video, there's no gameplay, and the Vita / PSTV is notoriously easy to hack and mod, and somebody could have very easily just used a modified save file instead of actually playing through all 500 zones to see that ending. Everywhere else, there's no archive or anything online of anybody playing all 500 generated zones. So by the time I'm done with this, I will most likely be the first and probably only person to record and live stream and archive all 500 generated zones. Your attacks, 10 strike combo, not gonna happen. But we did get a 5-piece zone, so at the very least, it's a small map. Mothers are very annoying enemies because they just keep spawning other things. There we go. We're making history right here, pretty much. 105 zones before Silent Hill F drops. Maybe. We'll see if we can finish this before any of the new Silent Hill things come out. Commemorate you in Ascension or something. Probably not. Probably not. Most likely they don't know that I exist. But then again, Jacob mentioned during the Silent Hill transmission that he loves watching Silent Hill streamers. So maybe he watched my channel, but if he watched my reaction to the Silent Hill transmission, he would have also heard me be like, get the fuck out. Get out of my channel. Which, you know, is joking. But still, that's usually not the type of attitude that they look for as far as like commemorating fans in Silent Hill games. In fact, fans don't really get mentions in any of the Silent Hill games, except this one. This one has a direct reference to Twin Perfect. Well, I guess not direct, but it has a reference to Twin Perfect. I can't remember which note it is. But there's a specific note that makes reference to two identical beings that are perfect in every way. Basically, it's Twin Perfect without straight up saying it's Twin Perfect. God, so many fucking stupid notes in this game. Father Vincent. I think it might be one of these. These are the ones that establish lore. Here it is. They appeared among our order, preaching the word of the God, two prophets, identical in every way and flawless in appearance. Identical in every way and flawless in appearance. So they were twins, and they were perfect. Many came to follow them for their lofty speech and their appeals to the old ways. They use big words and are fans of the original Team Silent games. However, the words of their mouths were blasphemies and their commandments heretical, because they got into arguments with Tom Hewlett, who made this game. Many brothers and sisters did not realize they were being led to slaughter. So yeah, this is Tom Hewlett's little jab at Twin Perfect. But it's also, I think, the only time, like, Silent Hill fans legitimately get, like, a mention or a reference in any Silent Hill game. It hit once and immediately failed the challenge. Okay. Congratulations, you just made Twin Perfect Silent Hill canon. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Kuro. Love the YouTube video you uploaded. Keep them coming. Oh, I will. I've got more ideas. That's the one. got more ideas and more videos that I want to do for sure. But, yeah. Glad you enjoyed. New video. It's definitely a lot shorter than the stuff that I typically do and have in mind, but stuff that I wanted to talk about. And I mean, that's kind of what the YouTube video format is good for. Gotta start somewhere? Oh, for sure. I really don't know like anything outside of some very, very basics when it comes to like video editing and writing a script for YouTube video content and stuff like that. It's all new to me. But yeah, it's a good start. Good start. I'm glad people are already enjoying the video. Fuck your ears. That's what Book of Memories says. You don't need your ears. What are you doing, sir? Fucking Schism just like tiptoeing across the room. Yeah, I don't like that. That seems like danger. But just like that, we've got our 5 puzzle pieces. I've still got 2 med kits, 3 wrenches. This Howard, yeah. So let's go ahead.
There's plenty of it.
And
it's good to be well supplied.
Get a little bit of stock. Never want to get more than 2 health packs at a time. We've already got 2. Max out wrenches.
Enjoy it now. Thanks for your business.
Now we can leave. Ugh, I gotta kill this fucking Rorschach though. These are some of the only enemies that can follow you from room to room. And they'll attack you while you're inside other menus. So if I leave a Rorschach alive and then try to go to the exit and do the puzzle to move on, it can just show up and murder me while I'm trying to do the puzzle. So we can't leave them. Can't ignore them. If only they were remaking Silent Hill 1 and making the ambulance ending a joke ending. That would be interesting after all this time. If they'd add something like the ambulance ending to a Silent Hill 1 remake. But if these Silent Hill games do well, especially if the Silent Hill 2 remake does well, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a remake of 1 next. Sybil Sub scenario. Ooh, just like Play Novel. They got a whole bunch of stuff from Play Novel that they could easily just turn into, you know, part of actual Silent Hill 1 remake. Or whatever the little boy's name was. Yeah, I think it was Andy. Hey, what's up, Hirimi? Almost zone 400. Let's go. Let's fucking go. A 104 zones. Which is probably still going to take us like 60 hours if we're lucky. And straight from a 5-piece zone to a 7-piece zone. Biggest possible map that you can get. I think we have invisible enemies, so I'm just going to freeze everything to be safe. You could knock that out in a week. Yeah, but that would require playing this game more than once a week. And even just playing this on Mondays, and not even every Monday, like skipping some weeks here and there, is still too much of this game. It's still more than I would prefer. Kill Steel. Shit, shit. We've got Steel Grey Children, which are basically fucking mini butchers. They can just throw fucking knives across the damn map. Oh my god. They are absolutely fucking annihilating me. Because everything does way too much fucking damage at this point in the game. Because nothing is balanced or scaled correctly. Alright. Don't kill me. Let's go south first, because most likely this will dead end after a room or two, whereas going back up there is going to open up to the rest of the map, because it's a fucking 7-piece map, so it's going to be huge. Diablo-style Silent Hill? Yeah, Carpe Diem, welcome. This is Silent Hill Book of Memories. It's basically like, what if Diablo 2 sucked a giant sack of dicks and was just horrible, but also had Silent Hill monsters in it? But yeah, this is Silent Hill Book of Memories. This is for anybody excited about the new Silent Hill games coming out, this is the last fully released Silent Hill game, and I just died because of a bug. Not like a glitch, but an actual insect flew at me and hit me in the face and did 80% of my health and killed me. On Halloween night, played Silent Hill 2 with your girlfriend who's never played it before, who's not into horror at all. Needless to say, she was scared and confused and did not like the experience very much, but still ended up talking about the plot for hours afterwards. I mean, that is kind of the Silent Hill 2 experience. Is like, this was disturbing and unpleasant, but I can't stop talking about it, thinking about it. But that's awesome. I also played Silent Hill 2 on Halloween as well. I don't want that. I want this. Stream this every day for like a week. Boom, done. No negative repercussions to your health or mental state. Yeah, definitely won't be a problem at all. Good stuff. Pew 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 pew. Exciting gameplay. Pew pew pew. Enemies kill me in one hit. And it takes me fucking 10,000. 10,000 shots with one of the strongest fucking weapons in the game. Need to pick up all this shit. Freeze everything here. Nothing else important, so let's just leave. Oh. Watched so many first-time Silent Hill 2 playthroughs who see that lady outline in Heaven's Night who has a bit of a belly, and instantly theorize that she's pregnant. I mean, that's the thing. It's left ambiguous. Like, I personally have never interpreted it that way, but you could argue that there are some themes of pregnancy in Silent Hill 2 that, considering Mary wanted to adopt Laura if she wasn't ill, that maybe she did actually want children with James, but because of her illness couldn't have them. You could very, very much interpret it that way. That's just how a lot of things in the Silent Hill games are. There's a lot of stuff that just does not have a definitive answer or reason for being there. So it's fun to discuss it with other people. See what other people think it is and how other people interpret it, until you finally pester Masahiro Ito on Twitter long enough, and then he'll just tell you, no, you're fucking wrong. And then you have a definitive answer of what something means or doesn't mean. I'm about to die. I've only got 3 more time stops. Oh my god. Everything's fucking steel enemies. Stop. Well, I'm definitely going to need to go find Howard's, but we've got Orb 4, Orb 5, only 2 more to find. Since we got a med kit, let's go ahead and see if we can get these. Stronger than steel. Oh boy, everything is steel. Every single challenge. Let's just throw steel enemies over and over. Because they're big and have lots of health and do lots of damage. Because it's easy. And it does a lot of damage. Gonna lurk to go fight the devil. Alright, good luck, man. And of course, we're gonna probably be playing Back 4 Blood or DBD after a few hours of this, so if you're down to join us for some games in a couple hours. Just want to finally get this done beforehand. Yeah, you're back on that. Well, I guess you never really quit the way I did, but you're on that Final Fantasy XIV grind. I understand. Hey, what's up, Hope Keto?
Day 3. She still hasn't left the house that I can tell. I've changed my location.
Oh, shut up. Stop pretending the lore of this matters. Don't murder me in one shot, please. That attack that just, like, grazed by my character from the Needler would have killed me in one hit if it had connected. Nothing else in there. Exit. What a long fucking hallway. Yeah. That is probably the longest hallway with no, like, branches off to another room. Just going straight to the exit that I've ever seen. In almost 400 zones. That pyramid head just almost killed me in one shot just because I entered the room. Luckily he missed. Was literally just a dice roll away from getting fucking murdered. There's Howard.
What's your pleasure? I think I've got just the thing.
I'm doing okay. Hope.
Now don't you waste that.
Let's sell some
gear
shit.
burning a hole in your pocket.
Get rid of that crane's neck. Stone of Maxwell. And ammo. Sell it.
It's a deal.
Hey, neck bro.
Good luck out
Aren't
there.
we all just a dice roll away from getting murdered, though? I mean, I guess, yeah, technically, huh? It's too real, Roy. Whoa. Dark Souls dog. What? It, like, teleported forward and hit me. Since when do they do that? Oh my god. Apparently that is just even more new layers of bullshit as we approach Zone 400. That's what I'm worried about. Is this game is already so poorly balanced and doesn't scale correctly. So if it continues scaling up, there's a princess wand in there that I want. bit greedy, but these are my main weapons, and they cost like 7,000 each. So picking up one for free in a room, I think is worth it.
In other news, it's been an unusually slow news day in what some are already dubbing Day of Rest. Zero. Zero reported crimes, deaths, or injuries, and a complete absence. All gang-related activity. You think you're so smart, don't you?
Pointless rooms. They sure do pad out already insanely long gameplay time. Would anyone be crazy enough to mod this game to rebalance it? No. Nobody is even crazy enough to have played this game enough to realize how imbalanced it is. Because I'm fairly certain the point of the game I'm at now, nobody's ever really played this far. And I definitely don't think it was play tested this far, because your character caps out at level 70. It originally capped out at, I'm not even gonna fucking pick up that stupid thing. It originally capped out at 50, and then when they added the DLC, the cap went up to level 70. My stats are all as high as they can possibly be. I'm not gaining experience anymore. I'm completely capped out. I have all the best artifacts in the game. Everything is spec'd for me to be as strong as possible. And 90% of the things in this game still kill me in one shot. The things that don't kill me in one shot kill me in 2 shots. Just like that. Just like that. That enemy spawned in, even though I had a crazy, like, damage glitch that was helping me do a whole lot more damage than I normally do. I couldn't kill those enemies fast enough. So they lunged at me, I got hit once, and it killed me. That is where we're at with balance. Quote unquote balance when it comes to this game. And it's basically because all the enemies are continuing to scale up the further and further I get as far as zones. Even though my player, like your character, is capped. So you're capped and not able to, like, have any more health or deal any more damage or anything, but everything else is still scaling. So yeah, it's shitty. It's why the one evidence of Zone 500 is just a screenshot, easier to fake. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I suspect. I think that they used a modded save file.
What's your pleasure?
Because there's no videos of, like, gameplay
Spin those memories
on Zone 500 or anything.
Now don't you wait. Until next time.
Get out of my way. Oh my god, stop blocking the door, you fucking piece of shit dog. This is the other thing too, like, enemies are programmed to just block you in. Like, the AI won't even just aggressively move towards you a lot of times. The AI will actively move to a door that you have to go through. And there's a butcher on the other side of the room that I didn't see. The butcher can throw its fucking cleaver across the room and just kill you. Yay, Book of Memories. And there are still people out there who defend this game. That save point is so fucking useless too. I'm so far from everything. We've got to do this run every time we die. I blocked that fucking attack. So it only did 90% of my fucking health instead of killing me in one shot. Even with the damage reduced. Basically, that means, because I blocked that attack, this right here is half of what that attack normally does. And again, my HP is as high as it can possibly be.
I think I've got just the thing. Enjoy it now. See you again.
I'm not even fucking with you. I'm just coming up here. Let's see if we can get this last orb. Freeze everything. Try and kill stuff one at a time. Pyramid Head is just not taking damage because he's spawning shit. Let's see, we've got a wrench here. Do I have anything that needs repairs? Sure, we'll fix that. Don't even care. Don't even care. There's more stuff potentially over that way, but I have all the puzzle pieces. I'm moving on. Freeze this room because this is the butcher room. Oh, and in fact, let's grab these supplies from when I came through here and died the fucking last time. I need to go this way. Out of my face. Don't even need to talk to Howard. I just want to leave. That was almost fucking death just because I got hit. Hey, Trina. Hope you're doing well. Shovel, keep it. Put it in your anus. See if I care, Valtiel. I love how I'm like almost 400 zones in. And your reward for doing Valtiel's fucking side quest shit, he can still give you a shovel. Like one of the weakest fucking weapons in the game. Light Guardian. I'm sorry, Trina. I hope things do get better for you. At least Light Guardian is usually not too much of a pain to fight. But he does have this attack, which can pin you against the wall just like that and potentially kill you. Hey. Watch any cool movies or TV shows lately? The most recent like movies, like new movies, me and Rachel, we rewatch a lot of stuff. We'll go back and watch like old stuff a lot of times. And stuff we've already seen. But as far as like new movies, we watched Halloween Ends a little while back. Halloween Ends was not very good. We did not care for that one. We watched the newest Hellraiser movie. That was actually pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. As far as like TV shows, I haven't really been watching a whole lot of TV and stuff. We watch like Ghost Adventures. We watch Ghost Adventures every Thursday. But otherwise, I really don't watch a lot of TV. I mostly just watch Twitch. I watch people on Twitch or stuff on YouTube. Oh, another 7-piece. You know what? No. I am not in the mood for a 7-piece blood zone. I'm just gonna already re-roll. 7-piece blood zones are off the menu. Those zones are so annoying. It's so easy to miss shit and have to backtrack, and when you're having to do that on a 7-piece map, no, that's too much. Fuck that. I don't want to do that. Halloween Ends sure is one of the films of all time. It is. It is absolutely a film that exists. Nothing like a real gamer to make a movie? Oh yeah. Can't wait for Return to Silent Hill by Christophe and his new film. Hey, Raven Black. Yeah, film that exists. That's one of my favorite sayings that I've been seeing around lately. People say like the best, instead of, you know, the best movie of all time or the best game of all time or anything. That certainly is one of the games of all time. Or movies of all time. It exists. It certainly is a thing. How much we betting Eddie gets written entirely out of the Silent Hill 2 movie because he's not a chick and isn't James? Ooh, I don't know. Considering how much stuff changed with the first Silent Hill movie, with... Really? We got Shannon again? Even re-rolling this fucking zone, we got a blood zone again? I hate it. I hate it. I've only been playing this game for an hour, and I'm already sick of it. I'm already done. I'm like already over it for the day. I gotta play it for like at least another hour or two. But yeah, Pythonicus, there could be so much stuff that winds up being changed with Return to Silent Hill. I definitely do not trust Christophe to do anything with Angela's character well. Oh, good. We did all that work to re-roll the fucking zone. We still got a blood zone, but it's only a 6-piece map instead of 7. Still fucking shit. And it's blood creatures. Okay. Blood creatures on a blood zone. Ouch. And I'm dead. In the first 2 rooms. Gotta love when a projectile just hits you from off fucking screen. And you can't react to it, and you just die. That's some grade A game design right there. And the best part is, it's just zone after zone after zone after zone of this. Pick up the keys, freeze the enemies. Can't even tell if there's fucking... There is... I almost missed that key, because Blood Zone, red containers are usually shown so that you can see where items are But in the blood zone, everything is fucking red. Top quality art design there. Really thought that one through. The doors don't even fucking work. You get stuck on everything. Like, anytime there is a blood zone, useless save point, right? Anytime there's a blood zone, you're basically guaranteed to take at least one death just from getting stuck on a fucking door. Like, you try to go through a door and get stuck, and then something in the room attacks you once and kills you in one hit. This fucking thing is invincible because it touched this invincibility trap. How many zones has Christoph Gans completed? Not enough. Not enough to truly be the real gamer that he claims to be. No. Imagine making a movie adaptation of this game. It would probably be better than the game itself. At the very least, a movie will be over in like 2 or 3 hours at most. This game feels like a fever dream. Hey, Terminus. You are the second person in chat just today who said that. I just died in one hit to a fucking bear trap. A fucking random trap on the floor. That I stood in its vicinity for just one too many seconds. And it fucking kills me. God, this is such... It's been a couple weeks since I've done Book of Mondays, and every time I play this game, it just sets in. Even though I've already put hundreds of hours into this and played this game way more than anybody should, it always still fucking manages to hit me. Just how bad this game is every time I play it. I might be dead. I'm dead. Oh. Destroy the blood. Entire level is literally blood. Yeah. Cool quest, huh? These blood sound effects are not scary or creepy, just off-putting and gross. I mean, off-putting and gross can work in a Silent Hill game. But yeah, most of the sound effects in this game just sound like really bad stock. Like, obviously stock sounds are used in even, you know, Silent Hill 2 and like the best Silent Hill games. They still use stock sounds, but at the very least, they mostly are well mixed. They blend with the environment. They're smartly utilized. Oh, this raw shock might kill me. I wish I even remotely understood what's happening. No, you're probably better off. I mean, it's not really that complicated when it comes down to it. Like, the entire game, and I'm at almost 400 zones out of 500 possible zones that there are in this game. Like, each zone is a level. The story of this game begins on zone 1 and ends on zone 21. And then from 22 all the way to 500 are just procedurally random generated zones. So this map and everything, the layout is all randomized. It can be anywhere between 5 and 7 puzzle pieces large. So like right now, this is a 6 puzzle piece sized map. So this is the medium sized map essentially. There's a map that's smaller than this when it's only 5 pieces, and a map that's larger than this when it's only 7. But it'll always be 5, 6, or 7. So basically you just have to collect that number of puzzle pieces and then get to the exit on the map, solve a puzzle, and go on to the next zone. And you just do that over and over and over and over. The formula never changes. And to get those puzzle pieces, you just explore the map and find these blue orbs. You break the orb and it gives you a challenge. The challenge 99% of the time is to just kill whatever enemies spawn. So it spawns in a bunch of enemies and you kill them. And if you kill them all, or succeed in whatever the challenge is, sometimes you can't take damage, sometimes you have to get a combo, certain number of combo hits, which is one of the worst challenges you can get. But like that. Kill the enemies, finish the challenge, pick up the puzzle piece. So now we're at 4 out of 6. I gotta do that, find 2 more orbs. And that's the entire game. That's it. It's been literally the exact same thing for hundreds of hours, for almost 400 zones. That's 5 out of 6. Hey, Demeter. How many zones left? This is 397. So we have 102 zones left after we finish this one. 103 counting this one. Hey, Giovanni. Got some whiskey and glad Nub Zombie streaming. Can endure... Oh, I'm sorry you're having a shitty night. And I'm sorry I'm just playing such a shitty game on top of that, but thank you for being here. Hopefully you can enjoy your whiskey and enjoy watching me lose my fucking mind playing this horrible, horrible video game. And things will get better. Hey, what's up, Ducky? Hope you're doing well, dude. But there we go. That's it. So I got all 6 puzzle pieces that I need. Now we can go solve our procedurally generated exit puzzle thing. Which is probably all the way over here. And I need to go all the fucking way around to get there. And hopefully not die on the way. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. So assuming even randomization weights, you need an average of 3,000 challenges minus boss floors. And boss floors are every 3 zones. So every 3 zones, on top of doing a zone, you've also got to fight a boss. Have you tried or seen Signalis? I have heard good things about it, but I have not played it myself yet. Don't really have money for new games at the moment. So eventually, I've got a lot of good games that I need to catch up on. Including Signalis. But yeah, no like plans or anything to play it anytime soon. Eventually I want to play it, but I don't have it yet. Character you're playing as now sounds very young. Well, you just kind of make your character. Like, you make your own character. And there's only so many voices. There's like multiple classes, but I think there's only like 3 or 4 voice actors. Terminus Est. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Very much appreciate the support. Welcome to the channel. Enjoy your time here. And enjoy the emotes, which you can use all over Twitch. So here we go. We got a 5-piece. This is the smallest map you can get. Okay. Anyone willing to suffer through this game deserves it. Well, thank you. And if you are like new to the channel, the reason why I suffer through this game, oh god, this butcher's gonna fucking murder me if I don't kill him first. The reason why I suffer through this game is because I'm a diehard Silent Hill fan. And that is predominantly what I play on the channel. I do speedruns, in-depth story playthroughs, and challenge runs, all sorts of stuff for every single game in the series. Like every game in the series, I know how to speedrun, and I do, as I said, very, very in-depth, trivia-heavy story playthroughs of all the games. And I've been playing the Silent Hill series since the first game came out in '99. I've been streaming on Twitch since 2011 and streaming Silent Hill games pretty much full time since 2015. So this is just what we do here. For the sake of being a Silent Hill content creator and just an overall series completionist, I put myself through playing this game. For a long time, I started doing my, oh my god. I started doing my, grind to 500 and then got really fucking sick of it and stopped for obvious reasons. But then last September, we did a subathon, and one of my sub goals was that I'd have to play this game again and bring back Book of Mondays, and we hit that sub goal. So since, as of last September, I've started working on this again. Love some Silent Hill, man. Glad I stumbled onto your channel. Glad you found us. We got a nice chill little corner of Twitch here. But yeah, welcome. How do you feel about the remake? I mean, there's only so much to look at so far. We have about 4 seconds total of actual gameplay and some cutscenes and things that could always change between now and when the game comes out. But as much as I want to be positive and hopeful, I do not have high expectations for the remake. Big hope for it is that they have a different story for the same characters, soft reboot, if you will. I feel like it's not going to be super different, but most likely there are going to be some changes and tweaks to the story. If nothing else, just because so many people already know the story of Silent Hill 2, I would imagine they want to try to do something surprising so that even players who are really big fans of the original will have some like twists and turns that they're not expecting. I don't think it'll be like soft reboot where they completely change stuff. I don't think they're that gutsy. But most likely there will be some twists and turns. But yeah, I'm concerned for a lot of reasons. Konami doesn't have a great track record in recent years. Bloober Team, I am not personally a fan of their games, although I've only ever played Layers of Fear 1 and 2. I've seen gameplay and some of, streams and stuff of some of their other games. Eventually, I plan on playing a bunch of all the studios that are working on the new Silent Hill games. I'm gonna play a bunch of their games leading up to the new Silent Hill games releasing, just so that I can be more familiar with what those developers do. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bloober Team, so there's a lot of aspects of Silent Hill 2 that I don't think they're gonna handle well. Like Angela and her story, for example. I don't think they're gonna be very tasteful about it. So we'll see. But yeah, that's where I'm at for the remake right now. I'm not expecting anything amazing, and I'm trying not to be too negative. But yeah, my expectations are quite low. RGB flashlight, when did that happen? A couple months back. Every once in a while I re-roll my character just to keep things interesting. We change our character appearance. And last time I changed character appearance, I let my friend and chat moderator Hirimi decide on how to make the character look. And this particular class, known as the Raver class, has a RGB flashing Raver light as a flashlight. Excited to hear the new James yell when he wields the chainsaw. I wonder if they'll keep those little kind of details and stuff in. Fucking 7-piece. At least it's not a blood zone, but fuck. Big maps. Gnomes. Baltiel wants us to go find gnomes. Sure thing. Sure thing, buddy. Details cost money these days, so no. The thing is, I will give Bloober Team this. They're pretty good at making visuals, environments, and things like that. But I get the feeling that the Silent Hill 2 remake is probably going to be like a lot of Bloober Team stuff, where it's nice to look at, but not great to play. So little gameplay details, like James doing his crazy yell while holding the chainsaw and enemies are nearby in the original game. Little gameplay details like that, I don't expect. I don't expect to still be in the game, but visual details and stuff we might see. So I don't know. We'll see though. We will see until the game comes out. And yeah, like Ducky said earlier, if it comes out, if it gets released. Because again, just gotta remind people, and if you're excited about new Silent Hill games, trust me, I want you to be excited. I want everyone to feel like they can be excited, and I don't want to take hope away from anybody, or kill the hype for anybody. But this game that you're looking at right now is the last fully released Silent Hill game, and it's a giant piece of shit. This is the last fully released Silent Hill game to come out, because PT, which stands for Playable Teaser, is literally just that. It was not a demo for Silent Hills. It was a little standalone puzzle, a playable teaser, that if you solved it, you got to watch the trailer for Silent Hills. But PT did not reflect on Silent Hill's gameplay, what it would have been as a final product. And as far as that game was, you know, as far as all that went, and then still wound up getting canceled. So still got to keep in mind, even though all this stuff has been announced, there's no guarantee that all of these projects will actually release. No guarantee if they'll be any good. There's no guarantee if they will resemble what we've seen of them so far in trailers and stuff. Like, at this point, anything could change. Because unfortunately the video game industry is just like that. It's not just Konami, it's everywhere. The slightest little setback or whatever can completely derail a game's development. That can always happen at any point, so right now all we can kind of do is wait and see. Wait and see and hope for the best. This is why I hate 7-piece zones. I just went through all of this shit only for it to come to a dead end. Like, there's no other branching pathways over here. I've got to go all the way back here to this one branching pathway. This whole side of this map, everything that I explored, only one puzzle piece out of 7. Never forget how Konami uploaded the entire video instead of a live broadcast. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was fucking laughing about it during my reaction stream. Because the way they made it sound, and even the way the video is structured, like, it has a fucking long intro with like a timer counting down in the fog, where it was supposed to be a live thing, like it was supposed to be streamed, and instead they just uploaded it all at once. Like, oh well. They couldn't even get a J.J. Abrams Zoom video. Yeah, it's just a quote. They couldn't get him for 5 seconds on Discord to be like, yeah, Silent Hill Ascension is going to be great. I'm J.J. Abrams. No, he couldn't be bothered. So he just sent, you know, a short email, a brief text. Hey, what's up, Yami? Mondays. Did you dig the Resident Evil 4 remake footage? Resident Evil 4 remake does look really good. I'm a lot more hopeful, optimistic when it comes to the Resident Evil games. But I'm as much of, like, I am a big fan of Resident Evil. I've played like every game. And you know, I'm familiar with the series. I don't obsess over it the way I do with Silent Hill. But I've still played all the games. And I think not being that obsessive of a fan helps a lot, because my bar for satisfaction in Resident Evil games is a lot lower than it is for Silent Hill. So for me, like right now, Resident Evil, the remake stuff is just like, yeah, that looks cool. That looks neat. That looks like it's gonna be a fun game. Got hit once. Got hit once. Now we gotta run all the way back. Why does that say puzzle note? Oh, it's like hidden behind this. Even think for other broadcasts in other languages that it was a broadcast, they just messed it up in English. Wow. But yeah, it definitely was not revealed in the way that they wanted. That was clear because it had a fucking countdown. There was also a lot of like questionable stuff used during the Silent Hill transmission. They used some fan-made stuff, such as the Silent Hell. I always refer to it as Silent Hell of Alessa. I think it might actually be called Silent Hell of Cheryl. But either way, it's a fan-made Silent Hill style font called Silent Hell. And they use it for several things in the transmission video. And then some of the screenshots and footage of Silent Hill 2, when they're not showing the remake, when they're showing clips and stuff of the original, mostly during the Return to Silent Hill stuff about the movie, when Christoph's talking about the new movie, they show a lot of footage and stuff from the original Silent Hill 2, and some of that footage is taken from the Enhanced Edition, which is not official. That's all fan-made. Intern had it rough, had to Google Silent Hill font for the vid. That's exactly it. Like, this was probably just some poor intern who had to put a lot of that stuff together.
Plenty of it.
But the fact that like Konami didn't give them any assets to work with, like they didn't give them any of the official fonts, they didn't give them,
Don't you waste
you know,
until
good
next time.
high quality, you know, footage or capture or anything. So they just use fan-made stuff, use a fan-made font, use Enhanced Edition footage for Silent Hill 2. Like, okay. No one will ever know. At this point, they really should know better. They should know their audience. They should know how fucking crazy and obsessive so many Silent Hill fans are, like myself. Like, people are gonna notice that shit. And it makes me feel better, because a lot of times I notice that kind of stuff, and I'm like, goddamn, I'm such a, like, fucking loser nerd to point this shit out and recognize it, and, like, probably nobody else even realizes that it's a problem. And then I'll go online and I'll check like some Discord groups and Silent Hill groups that I'm a member of, and other people will have pointed that out. So I'm like, good, it's not just me. Lots of fans are like this. Lots of people notice this shit. Locking on. Here we go. Remove this blight. Sure, just fucking spawn them in already. In 2005, we could still have AAA campy schlock inside our horror games. I just can't imagine a remake recapturing the camp origins. I feel like I misread or misunderstood what you're saying, Deus Ex. Campy schlock inside our horror games. Can't imagine a remake recapturing. Oh, like recapturing? No, especially the way, from what I've seen with a lot of the other Bloober Team things, there's very rarely like a sense of humor in the type of stuff that they do. So little moments like that in Silent Hill 2 are probably going to be way more serious and dramatic.
Step right up. We've got just about everything.
So stuff like the elevator game show and Maria helping James open the fridge. James being like, thanks.
Enjoy it now. Don't be a stranger.
All those little weird moments of levity that kind of help break up the pacing of that game, which is important for horror, because when you have horror just constantly being overwhelming, you get desensitized to it and it stops being effective, which is why pacing is such an important thing. And those little moments of humor really make that work, because it kind of gives you a chance to like stop and breathe and kind of laugh at something before hitting you with the next like really dramatic or scary thing. And I don't think Bloober is going to do very well with that sort of stuff when it comes to like pacing and yeah, a lot of that is most likely going to be a lot more serious. Please just go through the door. Fucking exit's right here. Damn near died. Hey Scarecrow, have to say this might be one of the worst games I've ever seen. I have to say this might be one of the worst games I've ever played, so I think we're on the same page. And yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I'm Nub Zombie. I play Silent Hill games for a living. Otherwise, I would not bother with this piece of shit for more than like an hour. But instead, I'm a Silent Hill completionist who plays these games for a living. So I've played this piece of shit for like several hundreds of hours. And we still have quite a ways to go. We still got about 100 zones before we're done with it. That hit me? Excuse me? What kind of jank-ass fucking hitbox? What do you want to do to celebrate your last zone / completion of Book of Memories? Oh, I've already talked about that several times. Over the course of streaming this and doing Book of Mondays for the last few years. once I get to zone 500, my celebration, my ending to all of this is I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to turn my webcam on. I'm going to take out the video game cartridge. I'm going to take Book of Memories. If you've ever seen a Vita game, this is a Vita game, by the way. I'm going to take that little memory card, little cartridge of Book of Memories out of my PSTV. I'm going to set it down on a table or a chopping board or some sort of flat surface, and I'm going to hit it with a hammer repeatedly. And I'm going to just fucking chop it up and smash it and destroy it. And I'm going to take all the little shards and I'm going to put them in an ashtray and I'm going to set them on fire. That's going to be my celebration when I'm done with Zone 500. Mongoose. This music is music, question mark. It sure is. The music for this game was composed by the late great... Oh god, please don't kill me. The music for this was done by Daniel Leaked, who also was the composer for Silent Hill Downpour. Fuck me, dude. These boss fights are the worst. Like, all of the bosses are annoying, some more than others. Good God, none of them. Nothing about this game is redeeming. Nothing feels good. This is 2000s music. I mean, that's the weird thing, is Daniel Leaked as a composer is like a good composer. He's done, well, I said he passed away some years back, but when he was alive, he did the music for like the TV show Dexter, the TV series Dexter, and a lot of other stuff like that. And a lot of his work, a lot of his music in things that are not video games is pretty good. What am I stuck on? I just got stuck on literally just an invisible wall. Apparently this right here extends all the way out this way as a hitbox. So I just got stuck and murdered. But yeah, Daniel Leaked a lot of his music and composition stuff outside of video games sounds pretty good. The trouble is, I think when people told him to start working on Silent Hill games, and he just did Downpour in this, but I don't think he fully grasped that music in video games should still just be music. Like, I think he has kind of an older mindset of what video games are and what music for video games should sound like. Because it sounds very arcadey and strange, not very fitting with, you know, how music and sound typically is treated in the Silent Hill series. Yeah, Northern One. That's the one good song. Downpour has Perp Walk. Downpour has the intro song. It's got Perp Walk. Because that's the song where Daniel Leaked was trying to copy Yamaoka. Like, he used Yamaoka as a very, very heavy influence for Perp Walk, and it's clear that that's what he's going for, and that's what makes that song, like, at least kind of good. But it's also a little bit too on the nose that it's not Yamaoka, but it's, you know, done using a lot of Yamaoka's style, chord progression, instrument layers. You get that fucking mandolin. You get Mary Elizabeth McGlynn doing like vocalization harmonies in the background. So it's just sort of Daniel Leaked making an Akira Yamaoka tribute song. Which, again, you know, it's fine. It's the best song on the fucking Downpour soundtrack. But then you have this. Then you have everything else. Everything else in Downpour, all the music in this game. All fucking 4 tracks. Because you basically have boss music track and like 2 different level tracks. And then you have the intro song, Now We're Free. Now We're Free is also an Akira Yamaoka tribute song where it's Daniel Leaked just kind of trying to sound like Yamaoka, and it's, again, it's okay. It's kind of like Perp Walk. It's obvious what he's going for, but it's not bad. And then you have technically a Yamaoka track, even though Yamaoka was at the time still shadow banned from working at Konami, which obviously that has been lifted. He's working on the remake for Silent Hill 2. But back when this game was in development, Yamaoka, you know, he wasn't a Konami employee, and Konami was not treating him very well because he had left to go work for some other studios and work on some other games and projects. There we go. So when this was being developed, that's why they got Daniel Leaked to do the soundtrack. Same thing for Downpour. And Tom Hewlett actually mentioned this on Twitter, where he said one of his like proudest moments while he was working on the Silent Hill games, one of his proudest moments was working with Akira Yamaoka, even when Yamaoka was not supposed to be working on a Silent Hill project at that time. Isn't Yamaoka a contractor? Yes, but Konami can still put out basically a ban on hiring certain contractors. And Yamaoka was essentially at that time banned from working as a contractor for Konami. But Tom Hewlett got Yamaoka to work on this game just for one track, And that's the ending credits, which is like a remix of the song, Yamaoka song, Love Psalm. Fucking just, oh my god. I have to pick up this sword. I don't want this sword, so I have to pick it up, walk over here, drop it, pick the weapons that I want back up, just so I can pick up this note and be done with this fight. Even just something as simple as picking up an item off the ground is needlessly fucking clunky and doesn't work the way that it should. We're officially at zone 400. We're 100 zones away from smashing this into pieces and setting it on fire. Sneak me a little bit of that Yamaoka under the table. Yeah, that's basically what kind of happened with this game. Just a little bit of Yamaoka. Can have a little Yamaoka as a treat. Like the tune of James walking to Maria in the gazebo in the remake trailer. I mean, it's Yamaoka doing the music for the remake, so even if the rest of the remake winds up terrible, we're probably going to get a good soundtrack, if nothing else. Seriously, just fucking take damage. What is wrong with you enemies? Just die. I'm hitting you with my frickin' lasers. Just be dead. Holy shit. But yeah. It's Yamaoka doing all the music for the remake. God. So he in the Silent Hill transmission, he said that it's going to be a lot of the classic, like original music, but you know, some of it he's remastered or re-recorded and recorded a few new things. So we'll probably get some newer versions of old classics. But all in all, it's still Yamaoka doing the music. So if nothing else, the music should be good. Yo, Lunatier. Thank you so much for the 47 months. Holy shit, almost 4 years. Let's fucking go. Yeah, that is a lot of fucking love and support. Thank you so much, Lunatier. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a damn good weekend myself. Me and Rachel and a couple of our friends, we got together and went out to a Korean barbecue place that was so good. We ate so much, and it was all so delicious. But yeah, it was like an almost 2-hour drive from where we are to get out to the Korean place. But yeah, really, really good Korean barbecue. Oh, fuck your ears. Fuck your ears.
Cutting straight
That's what
to
Book of
business.
Memories says.
Spin those memories.
Audio
wisely.
balancing, what's that? Never heard of her.
I do believe. Don't be a stranger.
Making me hungry. It's 4 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry, Mongoose. One of those times I get to turn it back on chat. Usually chat's the one to start talking about food when it's too late for me to eat anything or get anything. Can I get you to spawn outside of the wall and die? That'd be great. Almost. Almost. Yo, Christophonics. Welcome back. Thank you so much for the resub. Always Mondays. Any evidence Eddie saw his parents in his nightmare bullying him? Nope. No evidence of that for sure. I'm sure you could speculate on it. But Eddie, if it was like Eddie's parents, I feel like he would have said something a bit more specific pertaining to his family. And he never really does.
You can't float them.
You're dead. You're dead. Always so careful whenever you these fucking insane cancers die. Because they have a delayed explosion after death. And hitboxes in this game are just a loose suggestion. Anytime they're going to die, it's always like just stand in the opposite fucking corner from them, just to be sure. This butcher might kill me. Yeah, I need to stun lock him. It would be cooler if the enemies attached each other. They do attack each other. It's not cooler. It does not help, unfortunately. Because, like, okay, so basically everything in this game works on an alignment system. It's either light aligned or blood aligned. And light aligned enemies will fight blood aligned enemies. So, like, if I run up here and karma flip, you know, some of these enemies, I don't think I can get just one of them. But like right now, this schism is light aligned, but I can use this ability to make it blood aligned. See how it changes color? And it changes the lock on from white to red. So enemies that are light aligned will fight blood aligned, and vice versa. But the thing is, like, most enemies will still prioritize the player over other enemies. So you can't really use it to your advantage. It's, again, one of those many things that they probably thought would be a neat mechanic, but then did not think it through because this game was just sort of slapped together without a whole lot of thought behind it. So it's just kind of like half of an idea that absolutely fails in execution. Stop giving me fucking shovels, man. Fucking level 1 weapons as rewards, even when you're 400 zones deep. Just need one more orb. Hopefully it's in here. Nice. Hopefully it's not a bullshit challenge. Nope, but it is a pyramid head who just spawns in and kills me in one shot before I can even react. Get out of my face. Pyramid Head's a really annoying enemy because not only does he one-shot you, but he spawns enemies. So he can just sit here and spawn tremors and nurses. Luckily, he only did one round of spawning shit. We are officially in the double digits. 99 zones away. Hey, Salty Booze, welcome. Never heard of this game before? Top-down Silent Hill. This is the last Silent Hill game ever made. This is the absolute last one that they made after Downpour and after everything else. This is Silent Hill Book of Memories for the PlayStation Vita. It is quite possibly the world's worst dungeon crawler. And one of the worst games I think I've ever played. I would definitely put this pretty high up on that list, if not at the very top, of worst games I have ever played. Not just like worst Silent Hill games. It's not just like, oh, it's not good at telling story and it's not a good Silent Hill game. Like, no. Everything that makes a game like fun or, you know, feel good to play
it's good to be
is wrong in this game.
Now don't you
Are you wearing a dog mask? Yeah, it's the dog from the dog ending, Mira, from the dog ending of Silent Hill 2, who's also right here. I just happen to have a mission on this zone to guide Mira, the dog, to the exit. So we match. We're both dogs. Yeah, escort missions. And now we have the Bogeyman from Downpour. The combat. Oh, yeah. Everything about this game is atrocious. Scariest aspect of this is Nub has probably played more of this than anyone else in the world. It's pretty close. Between me and Rachel. I think she still technically has me beat on overall hours played. But I have definitely gotten further as far as zones completed. Yep, those are Silent Hill 4 ghosts. It's basically a mishmash of Silent Hill games, or Silent Hill enemies from all the games, along with like a small handful of new things. But those are, like, this right here is a schism from Homecoming. The tremors are the little slugs from Silent Hill 4. Got 5 UFOs and have sold as many. That shit takes time. True. I have not gotten a UFO in like 300 zones. Do you encounter the Glutton from Silent Hill 3? The monster that just sits in front of a door? No. Get out of my way, Mira. Still expecting one of them demon children from the first game. Yep, they're in here. Gray. Technically, they're called Gray Children, which is the little enemies from the movie. The little smoldering enemies. But they're kind of a mishmash of Silent Hill 1 mumblers and Silent Hill movie Gray Children. Nope, Abstract Daddy is not in this. God damn, we're getting all the boogeymen. No more boogeymans. And he is just gonna sit here and... No. Wow, the beam touched me for like a tenth of a second and took away 60% of my health. Even the boogeyman beams are getting stronger. There's Pyramid Head. Yeah, these are Gray Children right here. Them children grew up. So enemies have lots of randomized attributes, and those just have a particular attribute where they are steel type. And steel type enemies are larger than normal. So you'll come across them in other situations where they'll be smaller. But for this zone, they just happen to be bigger because of that randomized attribute. Steel type, I'm confused. Are they Pokemon now? Basically. This game has lots of different attributes that apply to enemies and weapons and all sorts of shit. So they can be blood aligned, they can be light aligned, they can be steel. And they all have different different elements and things about them that change. So what's the name of your character? You make a custom character in this game. Like, you don't play a preset protagonist. You make your own. And since this is my save file where I'm grinding to zone 500, which is the final zone of this game, my character's name is 500. Which one's your favorite character from the overall series? Heather. Heather Mason from Silent Hill 3. Although Silent Hill 2 is my favorite game of the series, Heather is my favorite character. Out of everybody in the Silent Hill series, you get more lore and story about Heather than anyone else, because she is essentially Alessa. So everything that you know about Alessa, everything you know about Cheryl from Silent Hill 1, and then Heather basically being born from Alessa reincarnating at the end of Silent Hill 1 and growing and becoming her own person through Silent Hill 3. You just get to learn so much about her as a character compared to everyone else. I need to kill everything so I can solo this butcher without him one-shotting me. There we go. You also like Claudia. Don't know why. I guess she's your type. You're into bare feet and no eyebrows. I can respect it. I can respect it. I didn't pick up the note, so it's time to blindly guess. See what direction we're going. We're going from right to left, darkest to lightest. Easy. What do you think Heather was getting for Harry at the shopping mall? It never says it in the game. I've heard that the Japanese Silent Hill 3 novelization actually answers that question. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember what it was. But the novelizations are also not canon. Like, they're written by people uninvolved with the games and stuff. So, take that for what it's worth. But I remember reading on Twitter recently, like, the novel actually said that she was getting something specific for him. It was a book. Thank you, Legate. It was a book that Harry needed for work. Because he is a writer. Gnomes. We're finding gnomes for Valtiel. She went to the bookstore. Why didn't she grab it then? She was too distracted by fucking Shakespeare. Cool. Pointless room. Nothing in here. Just enemies. We've got another 7-piece dungeon, so this is going to be a huge map. And the bogeyman has decided he wants to be invincible. There we go. No. Dahlia is into anything that doesn't involve flames. Not if you count Silent Hill Origins as canon. Which, I mean, you probably shouldn't, but you know, I'm not going to sit here and gatekeep. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're an adult. You can decide for yourself what's canon. She gets killed by being set ablaze. I mean, that's true. All that work to birth a god, and the god just fucking electrocutes her until she sets on fire. You're not wrong. Any guesses for how many more Mondays there are until 500? 23. It's just a random guess. But honestly, I have no clue. Gameplay. My question is, how the heck is setting Silent Hill up going to stop all the pain in the world? Is it like a when all everyone feels is pain, there is no pain thing? No, the implication is that everyone dies. You birth the god kills everybody, and then in the afterlife, you're happy and don't feel pain. Because the cultists believe that they will go to paradise, their version of heaven. So there's no pain because there's nobody left alive to feel pain. That's the idea behind that. Thought they were bringing a paradise to Earth through Silent Hill. No, paradise is literally death. It is the afterlife. It's the cult's interpretation of heaven. That's why Claudia and her father, Leonard Wolf, did not get along. because Leonard was of the belief of the old ways, where only the most devout cult members are deserving of paradise. And Claudia, instead, thought that everybody should be entitled to paradise. And again, we're talking about being dead. Experiencing the afterlife. Monkey's paw. Why is there a doghouse if there's no dog around? There are several dogs around, though. Harry is just not particularly observant during that comment, I guess. But give him a break. He had a nasty car crash. Have you seen a little girl? Short, black hair, 7 years old. Harry thinks the dogs are big cats. I mean, there is a store in Silent Hill called Just Cats, so maybe he took that a little too literally. Taking into account how nonchalant Harry is about all the monsters and demons, I can only assume he sees the demons like they're still people. They're not people. They were never people. It's never implied that they're people. Except for Vincent in Silent Hill 3. And even then, it's not implying that they're people. It's only implying that they're not monsters. Because a lot of those creatures, the cult doesn't see as demons or monsters. They see them as gods and angels. Most likely a reference to Jacob's Ladder. But also, you can't really take what Vincent says at face value, because he is a liar and manipulator. Who takes great pleasure in just kind of fucking with Heather. She's really short for being 7. Hey, come on. She's doing the best she can. She's only got half a soul.
Back, so looking for anything specific? I think I've got just the thing. I do believe. Good luck out there.
God, these rooms are so fucking So fucking bad. Why are you still moving? Just a pile of fucking tremors immediately pouncing me. Okay. No orbs. No orbs. No keys. Nothing else over here. Two more orbs. And it's not over here. No keys or anything in there either. So I need to go back. They're probably both on this side. And this is probably not going to connect. So that's going to be a real pain in the ass if one is like right here and one is up here. Oh, there's this room up here too. Although that's probably the exit. Oh, and I also can't get to it that way. I have to go around here. Important question. Do you think Lisa could be a star? She could be a lone star with how fucking strong of a Texas accent she has in Origins. I could be a star. That goes up here, and that's a dead end. That's a dead end. I need to go this way. No, that also doesn't connect. How the fuck do I get over here? Okay, I go down and right. Love how there's Southern accents and English accents in a small Maine town. True. I've spent some time in Maine. I've been in some small Silent Hill-esque Maine towns. And I mean, not everybody has like the New England range of accents, but most people do. Not everybody, but most people. Got variations on that Maine / general kind of New England accent. A lot of kind of like Boston type accents. There was a security guard in the airport when I went to Maine. And I was eating some food in like a little cafeteria area while I was waiting for my flight, and somebody had left a bag on one of the tables, and of course there's like signs everywhere where it's like, if people leave bags and stuff around, you got to go tell security because, you know, it could fucking be a bomb or something. So I went and talked to the security guard. And I was like, "Hey, somebody left a bag over here in the cafeteria area. If you want to check it out." And he went to go check it out. And he came back over to me after like a minute, and he was like, "It's okay. It's just garbage." I loved that accent. It's okay. It's just garbage. Australian? No, it's just a really bad impression of Boston. Boston, New England. Chowder. Although I never realized how similar that can sound to Australian. At least when it's impersonated poorly. Motherfucker. Alright, that was the last orb. Now, how the fuck do I get back to the exit? This way? Okay. And this is probably going to be my last zone. Because I'm at my fucking limit, and I hate this game. And I've already played it for almost 3 hours. So I'm going to be switching over. We're probably going to be playing either Dead by Daylight or Back 4 Blood with some friends after this. Get over there. Oh, fuck. There's a boss fight. Earth Guardian again. Alright. We'll kill the Earth Guardian, and then we're done. Then we're done with Book of Memes today. I will say, this music. I just had like a part of my brain click and realize what this music reminds me of. It reminds me of Conker's Bad Fur Day on the Nintendo 64. There was like a whole level that was a parody of The Matrix. And this reminds me of that parody Matrix music from Conker's Bad Fur Day. Okay. At least this time around, Earth Guardian was not as big of a pain as the first time I fought him today. I fell on my tummy. Can I pick up the note? Can I pick up the note without the sword? Of course not. Of course not. So we'll just pick it up. Throw it down. Come back over here. Pick up my fucking wand. Thank you. All right. That's going to be it. Let's go ahead and load this zone just to see what it is. It's a steel zone. It's always going to be a steel zone whenever there's no portrait. Either way, I'm going to probably re-roll it next Monday anyway. Let me see if friends are ready. It's a 6-piece zone. And it's a steel zone with steel enemies. Who would have thought? But we're not doing that. We've done enough today. We have done enough. I think that was like 8 zones, 9 zones. I started at 395. We got up to 403.